The aviation world is no stranger to legends, but every once in a while, a legend doesn't just stay in history, it comes back. And this time, it's bigger, louder, and more important than ever before. This is the story of how Russia's iconic Antonov An-124 Ruslan is making a comeback and why its return could change everything. For decades, the Antonov An-124 Ruslan has been one of the largest and most powerful cargo aircraft ever built. Designed during the Cold War by the Antonov Design Bureau, this massive aircraft was created to solve one critical problem: how to move extremely heavy and oversized cargo across vast distances quickly and efficiently. At a time when most cargo planes were limited in size and capability, the An-124 changed the rules. It wasn't just large, it was revolutionary. With its enormous cargo hold, nose-loading capability, and ability to carry tanks, helicopters, and even industrial equipment, it became an essential asset for both military and civilian operations. But what truly set the An-124 apart was its unmatched lifting power. It could carry over 120 tons of cargo, far more than most aircraft in its class. This made it indispensable for missions that no other aircraft could handle. From transporting massive turbines to delivering humanitarian aid during disasters, the An-124 proved time and time again that it was in a league of its own. However, despite its incredible capabilities, the aircraft faced an uncertain future after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Production slowed down, and cooperation between Russia and Ukraine, where much of the design expertise was based, became increasingly complicated. Over time, the fleet aged, and questions began to rise. Would this legendary aircraft fade into history? For a while, it seemed like that might be the case. Meanwhile, Western manufacturers like Boeing and Airbus continued to push forward with their own innovations. Although neither company produced a direct equivalent to the An-124, they dominated other segments of the aviation market, leaving a gap in the ultra-heavy cargo category. And that gap is exactly why the An-124 is coming back. In recent years, global demand for heavy airlift capabilities has increased dramatically. Modern industries require the transportation of massive equipment, from energy infrastructure to military hardware. At the same time, geopolitical tensions have highlighted the importance of strategic air mobility. Countries are realizing that having the ability to move large payloads quickly is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. This is where Russia's plan to revive and upgrade the Antonov An-124 Ruslan comes into play. Instead of designing an entirely new aircraft from scratch, the focus is on modernizing the existing platform, enhancing its performance while preserving its proven design. One of the key areas of improvement is the aircraft's engines. New, more efficient engines are expected to replace the older ones, reducing fuel consumption and increasing range. This alone could significantly improve the aircraft's operational efficiency, making it more competitive in today's market. In addition to engine upgrades, the cockpit and avionics systems are also being modernized. Advanced navigation systems, digital displays, and improved automation will make the aircraft easier to operate and safer to fly. These upgrades bring the An-124 closer to modern aviation standards while maintaining its original strengths. Another critical factor is independence. In the past, the production and maintenance of the An-124 relied heavily on cooperation between Russia and Ukraine, but current geopolitical realities have pushed Russia to develop its own capabilities, including domestically produced components and systems. This shift is not just about politics, it's about ensuring the long-term sustainability of the aircraft. But the big question is, can the An-124 truly change everything? The answer lies in its unique position in the market. There are very few aircraft in the world that can match its capabilities. The only real competitor in terms of size and capacity is the Antonov An-225 Mriya, which itself became a symbol of engineering excellence before its tragic destruction. With limited alternatives available, a modernized An-124 could dominate the ultra-heavy cargo segment once again.
For global logistics companies, this is a game changer. The ability to transport oversized cargo quickly and efficiently opens up new possibilities in industries such as construction, energy, and defense. It reduces the need for complex and time-consuming ground transportation, saving both time and money. For the military, the implications are even more significant. Rapid deployment of heavy equipment can provide a strategic advantage in times of conflict or crisis. The AN-124's ability to carry large payloads over long distances makes it an invaluable asset for any nation that operates it. At the same time, the revival of the AN-124 sends a strong message to the global aviation industry. It shows that innovation is not always about creating something entirely new. Sometimes it's about improving what already works. This approach challenges the traditional strategies of companies like Boeing and Airbus, which often focus on developing new platforms from the ground up. However, the road ahead is not without challenges. Reviving an aircraft of this scale requires significant investment, technical expertise, and time. There are also regulatory hurdles to overcome, as updated aircraft must meet modern safety and environmental standards. Despite these challenges, the potential rewards are enormous. If successful, the modernized AN-124 could once again become the backbone of heavy air transport, serving both military and civilian needs across the globe. What makes the story truly fascinating is the combination of history and future. The AN-124 is not just an aircraft, it is a symbol of engineering ambition and resilience. Its return represents a bridge between the past and the future, a reminder that great ideas never truly disappear. As the aviation world watches closely, one thing is clear. The comeback of the Antonov An-124 Ruslan is more than just a revival. It's a statement. A statement that even in a rapidly changing world, proven designs can still have a place, and sometimes they can even lead the way forward. In conclusion, the return of the AN-124 has the potential to reshape the heavy cargo aviation landscape. By combining its unmatched capabilities with modern technology, it could fill a critical gap in the market and redefine what is possible in air transport. And if everything goes according to plan, this legendary aircraft won't just come back, it will once again dominate the skies and change everything.